Peace and welcome to another episode of the Digital Recipe Podcast, where we discuss albums and what they mean to us. I'm your host, DJ Atlas, and today's guest is my brother, Travis Case. Hope you enjoy. What do you go by now?
Travis Case.
Travis Case. We're back to Travis. I met him as Travis Case, knew him as a bunch of other names, and now he's back to Travis Case, ladies and gentlemen. So we are here today to talk about what album, my brother?
Lupe Fiasco's The Cool.
Okay. All right. That's going to be a good conversation because I was there. I was there for that. So, as a whole, what makes this album stand out as an amazing body of work to you? I kind of know the answer, but they don't know the answer. So go for it, my brother.
I think the album, I know the album has basically, I guess, all like the foundational pinpoints of what like would be a good hip hop album in my opinion, especially like how Lupe opens it up with Go Go Gadget flow, like the super duper fast delivery, like telling y'all again for the 30th time, I can rap. I can rap really well. I can rap really well.
Right.
On top of everything, I think it's one of hip hop's greatest concept albums, branching from the song The Cool from Food and Liquor, which is about a drug dealer who gets killed, becomes a zombie, and then goes back to his same hood to get killed by the same person in the same gun again.
Right.
Expanding that into an entire album is incredible, in my opinion.
For sure.
But yeah, go ahead.
No,
you about to say something.
I'm not about to say anything.
You about to say something.
I'm not about to say anything, brother. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
He has the poppy hits of Superstar, Gold Watch, Paris, and Tokyo. I think Gold Watch later caught on in maybe the third quarter of the push for no pun intended for the album.
Right.
He has that, but he also has the deeper flows. Let me not forget Hip Hop Saved My Life.
For sure.
Hip Hop Saved My Life is incredible storytelling. It's just incredible storytelling throughout this tape, period. Intruder Alert is like some anime type of shit. Put You On Game, Hello Goodbye. Put You On Game where he embodies all the evils of the world in different verses. And it's all of this music is over incredible, in my opinion, incredible song bids, especially for the year 2007.
That's when that came out.
2007, December 2007.
All right. Okay. You remember where you were when you first heard it?
When I first heard it.
When you first heard not the singles, but like the very first
album.
The very first time that you heard the album.
I think I had my Centra by then.
You did.
Because I think I got my Centra around my birthday. That was in October.
You did have your Centra.
Okay.
Was it a 08 Centra? It
was an 08 Silver Centra. And I was bumping it. It had to have been the car.
So the car. But before we let's talk a little bit about that Centra. All right. I'm gonna tell you what I remember of that Centra that you probably don't remember, but when I say it, you're going to remember. So that Centra had like an audio limiter to it. So when you drove a certain speed, the volume didn't go past a certain level.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there was a setting in because I looked for a set. When I drove that car, I was looking for a setting. Like, well, how do you get past this limiter? Because every time I go past like 40 miles or 50 miles, it would, like the music would be, like you couldn't turn the music up to like 45.
Yeah.
It would be, like the volume seemed low and like the way it was EQ'd was low. But I remember using the Cool because that's one of the, what was it? Like the Cool and American Gangster that was in rotation. in that car. So I remember that limiter where when you drove a certain speed, you weren't really you could hear it, but you weren't really bumping it. Like you couldn't really bump it in that car. But yeah, I just wanted to.
Yeah, it was like a sound ceiling on it.
Yeah. Still love that Sentra. That Sentra was a bunch of memories in that Sentra. Anyway. What are some feelings that you were experiencing during that moment of the introduction to that album?
Just the possibilities of hip hop and like where it could go. I don't think for the people that know this album, it gets the proper credit. But I don't think unless you're like Joe Budden or like the brother who used to be on MTV all the time. I forgot Torre or I don't know if his name is The Businessman, but he is along with Torre like one of the oldest hip hop like journalists that we still have. But like they give the Cool. It's like the Cool was a really monumental watershed moment for hip hop because you had Nas storytelling, you had Outkast storytelling, of course you had De La Soul, Rakim, but like I think Lupe took what Nas was doing and pushed it a little bit. Even Nas said, "You're next." Jay-Z said, "You're next." And in my opinion, Lupe set the foundation for what Kendrick would then kind of push. Because in my opinion, he was the first Kendrick. And he doesn't, and because of Atlantic and that deal, he does not get the credit for it. But him and Kendrick, I don't want to go too far off to the left or the right. But if you think about it, him and Kendrick, both gang adjacent, Bloods, GDs, grew up in the hood, super-de duper rapidy rap, super-de duper storytelling, has the pop hits. Now I think Kendrick has more of a bone for making poppy stuff or things that are super popular, a little bit more than Lupe, but they had all the same thing, and I think Lupe set that foundation for what then Kendrick will push and reap off of. Sure. But you said you had a question. The feelings that the possibilities, and we were young, like we were like super duper young at that time. So like what hip hop could be, where it was going. Again, like he was just talking about some anime type of shit on some of these songs. It was like a fucking Minority Report plot, I think, on Intruder Alert. Like it was fucking nuts, bro. And it's just like, this is where the game, if this is where hip hop is going, then this is fucking amazing, bro. This is amazing if this is where the genre is being pushed to.
For sure. What about can you remember like specific details, like the room, the people, the weather, the smells, like anything that you can remember just during that time of that album that made that album kind of a soundtrack to the moments in your life at that time?
Well, it was a lot of, during that fourth quarter of 2007, it was just a lot going on, just as far as movies and music. In the first quarter of 2007, you had Kanye's Graduation.
For sure.
So that kind of like pushed me and you as far as like our listening. That held us for a long time. And you know what I'm saying? And so when the Cool dropped, I'm trying to remember, did American Gangster or the Cool drop first? I'm trying to remember. It was like weeks apart. But it was cold. It was December.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Hoodies was on. I don't know if I had a bubble coat, but like a lot of clothes was on.
Did you had then you had like a bubble vest at one time? I think I got a picture.
I had a big ass bubble vest that didn't fit because it was still big shit back then. It was big fucking clothes. Then we had no business wearing. It just was huge.
They covered. I don't care. I wore them. It was nice. I think we had a whole lot of business wearing it.
Big fucking clothes. Like I said, it was cold as a bitch. That Central got mighty hot, thank God.
Yes, it did.
but also during that month in particular, it was just so great because I Am Legend came out in that month. The movie American Gangster came out that month with the album.
Right.
So it was just a lot of great shit going on. And I just remember just being elated. I had a girlfriend at the time. Had a new girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot going on between me and her. A lot of physical shit. You know what I'm saying? And then there was a lot of that.
So this is definitely going to be an episode that the kids can't listen to.
Oh, damn, my bad.
It's okay. No, it's cool. It's my show. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's my podcast, you know?
Yeah.
Just going to put like, hey, you might want to censor this one. You might not want to have your kids around this one, but it's okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
But hey, since we're here, since we're here with it, what can you expand on that? Not the girlfriend part.
I get it.
But just where you were, because we also were artists at the time.
We were.
And there was a thing between you and I. There's a thing between you and I where whenever Kanye came out with something, it was inspiration for me to create. Whenever Lupe came out with something, it was inspiration for you to create.
Mm-hmm.
When The Cool came out, what did that do and how did that spark your creation and what came out of that creation?
I was just trying to get into more storytelling of the stories that I knew. I remember I did write a song to dumb it down.
Mm-hmm.
That was basically about the transatlantic slave trade, the beginnings of it, you know what I mean, and like how it started. And I just tried my best to make it catchy, you know. And I was like, oh, great, dumb it down. I think it'll sound cool to dumb it down because Lupe like expanded. You know, he told a great story on Dumb It Down, so I thought that would be like a great thing to do, a cool thing to do.
Yeah,
no pun intended.
Satira's on that project. I mean, she's on that song.
Satira's on that song. Shout out to Satira.
Shout out to Satira. I'm on that song. Am I on that song?
I think you are on that song. Maybe at the end.
I think at the end, like I'm one of the characters on that song.
Yeah.
An insert song. No. I might. I don't know. If I can find it, I'll find it. I have it. I'm lying. I definitely have it. So it was cold. You had a Sentra. You had a new girlfriend. You were, how old were we in 07? 20? I was, so I know I was 20. So you had to be about 19.
Yeah.
Yep. So 19 and 20. Yeah, 19 and 20 because you said December.
Mm-hmm.
Your birthday's in October, so 19 and 20. And there was that, and we were performing.
And we were performing, yep.
And we were out, you know, trying to figure things out. So if you could pick one song from that album that sums up, now that's difficult, but if you could pick one song from that album that sums up the entire album, which song would that be and then why?
It probably will be The Coolest just because it's branching off of the theme, the concept, the cool. It's just dark, gritty, grungy. It sounds kind of, I don't know if it's horror hip hop, but like.
Are you talking about The Cool, the song from Food and Liquor, or The Cool, the song from The Cool?
The Coolest, the song from The Cool.
Oh, The Coolest.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah. My bad. But yeah, it's a branch off from the song The Cool. It is the namesake of the Cool album.
Right.
And he's just going along with that zombie theme. I think in the beginning of it, you hear the zombie drug dealer like move the cover off the grave.
Off the casket.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, you hear some of the horror undertones of the zombie dealer in the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's very nightmarish. Well, I don't know nightmarish, but dark. The piano keys are very dark.
Mm-hmm.
It is somewhat horrorcore hip hop. So yeah, I that's one of my favorites. It might be my favorite song on the album.
For
Who
sure.
knows? Who fucking knows? I mean, I think every year I have a new favorite song is the older I get, I have a different song, or I hear the album differently.
For sure. Are there songs that from that album that stand out now in your life that didn't really stand out then when it first came out?
I don't know, because I played that shit to fucking death. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Like, I
True,
played
yeah.
that shit to death.
True. But like, okay, so you've also gone through life. You've gone through a lot of life. So are there any songs that you hear now and there are pieces or parts of that song that you understand more because you've gone through some things in your life?
Maybe. I think I just think I hear it differently in the sense of like, whoa, like this shit really was like incredible. Cause like, I mean, I also have a concert. I have a failed concert experience and I have an actual concert experience with this album.
Can we talk about that?
Sure. First, the failed concert experience is that my girlfriend at the time bought me and you and her a ticket.
Yeah.
To that album. To go see Lupe perform that in 2008, I believe. I think it was in 2008. It might have been 2007. I think it was still cold. It was still cold outside.
Okay.
So it was either beginning of 2008 and 2007.
Okay.
And I don't know where he was playing that.
I want to say it was 07. I think it was 07.
Okay.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know where. Go ahead.
No, your story. I'm just a co-star in it. Go ahead.
I don't know where he was doing the album at. But anyway, me and you, we was on going to Burger King a lot during that fucking time. A lot. Among McDonald's and Taco Bell. Like, we was doing a lot of shit. I went, at that time, I loved the fucking chicken fries from Burger King. Like,
I'm sorry, y'all.
And that the spicy mustard, whatever that shit was, I loved that shit.
Right.
I went the night before we got the chicken fries. I don't know what you got. You probably got a big booty burger or something. I don't know what you got. I got the fucking chicken fries, bro. Woke up the next morning and I was throwing up everywhere. Food poisoning, crazy. I could not go to the concert. I was so mad. I was so sad. You helped. I think, I don't know if she was there. Was she there?
No.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you helped me get back to 100%. But, bruh, that shit ruined my concert experience, bro. I could not go see The Cool during the height of The Cool because it's some fucking chicken fries.
That's true. That's true. Now, talk about the success concert. The successful concert experience.
Yeah, so I moved to LA in July of 2022. And
for real? Yo, time is not on my side. Go ahead, brother.
Moved there in July of 2022. And that October, a couple weeks before my birthday, I finally saw The Cool in concert. Lupe was doing his 25th. Was it 20th or 20th?
If it came out in 07.
Math ain't my strong suit.
The 17 is 10 years. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 15.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 15 years. And I saw it. I saw the concert. $50.
Wow.
$50.
Wow.
Had great seats. I forgot the venue, but it was downtown LA, and there was a shit ton of people there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just an amazing, amazing concert experience, man. Like, it's emotional for me because, again, like, the history with the album, us listening to it, the failed concert experience, and just how I feel about it. But Lupe, and not to be an old head about it, but Lupe, I think, is one of the remaining rap artists who really, really, really gives a lot of fucks. And maybe to his detriment. Maybe not, depending on who you talk to. But like, he gives a lot of fucks. And him manipulating the band. Like I was telling you on the phone, like some songs he stripped and made it acoustic. Some songs he made heavy metal. Some songs he just kept the same, but just the band playing them. He did some freestyles.
Yeah.
He did some shit talking in between. He did some like, you know, where I was when I did this song, where I was when I was doing this album in between. So the concert was worth at least, I don't know, $300, $400, $500, or whatever the going rate of concerts, the market price for concerts is now that you really fucking enjoy.
Right.
But it was great, bro. For $50, that's nothing, bro. Nothing for what he was only did the whole fucking album, Breath Control, out of the wazoo, bro. I heard everything, bro. He wasn't slurring. Like it was great, and like I said, at the risk of sounding like an old ass nigga, but like it was incredible, bro.
For sure. I think I don't know. I think I would say I would be on the side of not to his detriment. Like I don't think that him caring, or you know, I don't think that him caring is detrimental.
Right.
Because with his experience and his legacy in hip hop, it has helped carry him to be the professor at Peabody for hip hop. It's carried him to be the professor, I think, at Harvard. Was it he has like a class, or
I think at MIT.
MIT, I apologize.
Yeah.
But he's able to work that circuit in like a jizza level of being able to be the legend, have the legacy, and then have the legacy feed you for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
So just your experience and the decision that you made, like, no, you're not Jay-Z billionaire, but you still can travel the world and be the professor or the teacher and be the sage on the stage that you know that your creation has built for you. Like this creation has built longevity for you to always be present in it at all times. Maybe not in the way of on the stage in front of millions of people, but hell, you still can do the cool whatever anniversary and sell out a show because you're Lupe, or you could do a
food and liquor.
You could do a food and liquor, or you could do a small venue in Baltimore, which is something that I went to, where you're not rapping any of the songs, you're just freestyling for 20 minutes on beats that you've never heard before, and that still was an amazing show. And you can walk out of that show and walk up a Baltimore street in the hood and no one messes with you, or no one tries to rob you, or no one your truth has solidified you in the places that you are. So yeah, I would say not to his detriment, but to his peace.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, at least in my opinion. But
I get that.
This ain't about me. It's about you. This your album. This the one that you chose.
I guess I would just say only to his detriment, because I know he wanted to drop LUPN,
right?
The 3-part album, retire, and write anime, write manga, be a samurai. Like, I mean, which is what he's doing.
He's a samurai.
But he wanted to do it on his own. I think he wanted to do it on his own time. You know what I mean? And then the whole Atlantic deal, we don't need to go into that. You can go read it, if you want to. But yeah,
I still think that in the grand scheme of things, because he still talks about it. Yes, he's still very hurt about that.
Yes.
But
we'll probably never hear LUPN, which is, to me, is a tragic thing.
I can dig that. I think that the goal of still being Negro Samurai, which is, I love seeing those videos on his page when he is in his full gi
Yeah.
with the sword and he's trying, he's practicing on, taking that sword out real fast and then putting it back in and then taking it back out real fast. And it's really cool to watch because it's like, Lupe, you living your dream. Like, you really are a samurai from Chicago. You really are Afro samurai without an afro. Like, this is amazing.
People talk about that shit, but he's really doing that.
He's really doing that shit. Like, it's like, for me, it's like Wu-Tang, like RZA. Like, RZA, yeah, he like making beats. Yeah, he like rapping, but he really is about this karate movie shit. Like, he really is doing it. Like, he's not only doing soundtracks, but he's a trained, he's a trained martial artist.
Yeah.
He is writing different, martial arts movies and, just that legacy of Wu-Tang, which we're not going to get into right now, but it is, we didn't get to see or hear his, like, the plan step by step, but the fact that he's not bankrupt.
He's not.
Which, as far as what Atlantic did to him, the way that labels do certain artists that have that type of success, like, a lot of them end up bankrupt. A lot of them end up with really deep, financial issues. A lot of them end up poor, and not talked about again. Like, there is a documentary about the DeBarge brothers, and the DeBarge brothers are living they living on Skid Row in a bus. And this is the DeBarge, bro. Like, it's DeBarge. Like, if you know anything about the 80s or the early 90s, like, I ain't gotta say it. Just look up, go into the history books and look up DeBarge. But anyway, again, I think he came out pretty good
Most definitely
for the situation.
Most definitely.
Did this album change how you see yourself?
I just going back to the possibility and just seeing what hip hop, going back to what we were just talking about, just seeing what hip hop can do for people. I think this is one of the albums that made me realize that, like, hip hop is like almost a general education degree, because like you enter hip hop thinking you're going to do something. It's like college. Like, you go into hip hop thinking you're going to do something. I'm just going to be a b-boy. I'm just going to DJ. I'm just going to rap. I'm just going to do graph. But you come out and you're somewhere totally different on the timeline, but it's because of hip hop. It's because of the people you met while immersing yourself in hip hop, doing your certain practice, your certain discipline in hip hop, and it just puts you somewhere else, but you're all the better for it.
For sure.
The Cool is one of the albums amongst many others that helped me realize that.
A question that I don't ask everybody because everybody didn't go this route, but did this album change in any way who you were or who you are as an artist?
It just pushed me to do better or be better or think more deeply about whatever I was doing, like whether it's being an MC, whether it's being a writer. Just made me want to be better, like, period, just like a better person.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Did anything about this album connect you with other music that you didn't either know existed or you would have not explored if you didn't experience this album?
I can't say alternative rock because Linkin Park came out. But Lupe had a lot of features on this album of people who you wouldn't know, but they were like either upcoming in there, alt rock, I'm not sure what, but yeah, but there's a lot of alt rock, in my opinion, features on here and some of the songs. And he had features on that, so it introduced me to them.
Okay.
And forgive me, I can't remember specific names at this time, but definitely I wanted to expand because during that time, it was Ye, it was Jay-Z, it was DMX, Nas, a lot of 3 6.
And this is what you were listening to.
Yeah, a lot of Cash, what I was listening to. So it pushed me to listen to just other stuff because 2007 was that LimeWire? What was it? Was it it was iTunes?
It was mostly at that time, if I can remember, because LimeWire and Kazaa were early. Like LimeWire and Kazaa were when we were like middle school going into high school.
Right.
'07, I would say it was the introduction of, and I could be wrong, but it's the introduction of iTunes, like buying the albums,
Yes.
as pieces. I don't know if Spotify was a thing. I don't think that it was. I think we still were like using MP3 players and iPods and things to connect our music to. And I would say honestly, '07, even if all of that did exist, '07 was a time where we were buying albums.
Yes.
Like we went to Circuit City.
Circuit City is crazy.
We went to Circuit City, but we still, that connection that we had with the sister that you were in a relationship with at that time, she worked at Circuit City. And I don't want to because I'm not trying to criminalize nobody. And I don't know how deep things go, especially on the interwebs, but we got a lot of albums and a lot of things from Circuit City.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure. I don't think that we were doing like Spotify. I know Tidal wasn't a thing. And I know Apple Music wasn't a thing at that time, I don't think. Not in '07.
I don't think Spotify maybe became a thing till maybe till 09, 2010.
Right.
Maybe around that time.
Right.
Like the early 10s.
But I know '07, it was definitely CDs.
Most definitely.
And
big ass CD booklets.
Yes, big CD booklets, or the visor, visor thing that held about 9 CDs so that you had easy access to those CDs. So you might have had that, and then in the trunk you had the entire book, and you would switch it out to the ones that you wanted to do. But so I'm not really sure. I don't think I'm going to go with we just had CDs at the time.
But yeah, anyway, it pushed me into different alt hip hop, maybe even lo-fi. I don't know if I was listening to lo-fi at that time, but like it pushed me in that direction.
You probably were listening to lo-fi. It just wasn't. We didn't have a title for it. We didn't know what lo-fi was until quite recently. Like it didn't have a title. Like it didn't, like low fidelity music existed, of course, but we didn't call it lo-fi at the time. So probably was listening to lo-fi. I think we definitely, not even probably, we were listening to lo-fi music for sure. Because you were, I think with you, the horns and string instruments speak to you. Not so much like, not so much bass and sub and drums. So definitely, and then the vintage sounds of the pops and the cracks and records and that old, not so clear, polished music was, and you're sitting right here with me, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that wasn't really the thing that you gravitated towards. If I'm
yeah, I mean, like once
if I'm right.
I think once Study Girl came along on YouTube. Who doesn't watch Study Girl videos? But
that's lo-fi. That's a lo-fi. It's a lo-fi character on YouTube that has a radio station. It's not a particular person. It is a little animated girl sitting at a table studying, and there's lo-fi music in the background for the people that don't know.
Yeah, it's a 24/7 station on YouTube that you can listen to lo-fi. People use it to study, go to sleep, all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of.
Focus. Hocus. Pocus.
Hocus pocus focus. All right. Okay. Now, I know that I go back and listen to albums, especially if it's like a catalog that, if it's a catalog of an artist that I didn't really listen to, I try to make it my homework, especially as a DJ, to go and listen to deep cuts and listen to catalogs. And I'll spend like a week listening to someone's catalog, like someone's entire like album for album for album, project for project, and just try to, listen to the music.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you visit the Cool now?
Maybe like a couple times a year. It's I'm trying to think the last time I listened to it. It's August now, maybe May.
Okay.
Yeah. Cause I'm usually just listening to old Jigga Man in the car. Old Jigga Man.
That's Jay-Z for the people that don't know.
Outkast, 3-6. And the newer stuff. And a lot of the newer stuff actually.
3-6 Mafia for the people that don't know. I'm listening. I'm good. We in there.
But yeah, I haven't really listened to it a lot recently. It's just because, again, in that 2007, 2008, going to the concert, kind of re-falling in love with it and talking to people about it on social media. I just played the fuck out of that album, man. I mean, like, if it was a record, it would probably be destroyed.
Sure.
Like, it was a physical tape or record, it would be done.
Do you
like
think...
if I would have destroyed it.
Do you think that you don't visit it as much because of some of the painful memories that are associated with that album? Because I know with me, music is... It's a very strong sense memory tool for me.
Most definitely.
So there are certain songs that I love, but I can't revisit them as much because they're associated with a painful memory. Is the Cool associated with any painful memories that stop you from like listening to it as often?
Well, I did have that the Circuit City lady. We did break up eventually.
Sure.
And so I couldn't listen to the Cool because she was in the car. Sometimes, like, initially she was like, "Oh yeah, this is a great album." And then by the 90th time I played it with her in the car, she was like, "All right, nigga, like, find another album." But
Find
yeah.
another album.
But yeah, I mean, it is some painful memories. Also, the day I was vomiting my life up, and I couldn't go to the concert. But yeah, I mean, I do think some of it is, again, like, it is sad because, like, I think at the end of the album, he did do, I don't think 3-6 was the first to ever do this, but like at the end of every 3-6 album, they would tell you what was coming up, and that was fucking genius. Like they would tell you the next 20 albums that was coming up.
Quick bar.
All right.
So if y'all don't listen to 3-6 Mafia, please go back. And if you're a child, you shouldn't even listen to this episode. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I probably will censor. I don't know. But if you go back and listen to 3-6 Mafia albums, go to the last track of every album. It is the sweet chemistry between comedy and information. And that's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Gilla. My bad.
I believe at the end of the Cool, he does something similar, but he does say, he's going to drop a 3-part album, LUPN. You know what I mean? And so it does make me sad for what could have been.
Right.
And so that's sometimes why I don't also listen back to it.
Okay. Now to wrap this up, if you are trying to introduce this album to someone and you only had one song and one chance to get them to listen to the entire album, which song would you choose, and why would you choose that song specifically?
I'll probably say, because everybody doesn't like the dark, gritty shit that I like and like entertainment and stuff like that. So I will probably say Hip Hop Saved My Life because it's just a great story of just like a comeuppance of an MC from dirt to hurt to the penthouse. I just think that's a great. It's storytelling. It's soft sound bit, if you will. It's very inspirational. It's just like and it's hopeful. It's a very hopeful song.
Sure.
So you like, damn, like dope beat, dope lyrics, great story. Let me see what other stories he's saying. Telling on the album. So probably Hip Hop Saved My Life.
Okay. Which song would you say is a song that you least listen to on the album now?
The song with Snoop. That's probably, and this is no shot at Snoop. I just don't like the beat. I don't bang with that beat.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish they chose another beat. But like other people enjoy that song. It could just be me. Like it could just be me not liking that song because you like the song. I'm
gonna tell you the truth. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know the name of the song, but I am going to listen to it when I get in the car.
Yeah, it's High Definition.
Yep, I'm gonna listen to it when I'm on my scooter today. I'm definitely gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it riding down Preston Street.
Yeah.
Well, I know that this literally could go on for hours and hours, but I am trying to make these episodes short and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to wrap it up right now. Thank you so much, y'all, for listening to The Digital Recipe. Thank you to my guest, Gilla Gorilla, Uncle Fester. My man, my homeboy, my brother, my co-star, almost my entire life now. Well, more of my life. He's been in more of my life than he hasn't been. So my co-star and most of my life, my brother Travis Case. So y'all give a nice round of applause, my brother Trav. And tune in next week, next Tuesday. Peace.